What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade, basketball analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about Caris Levert and the Brooklyn Nets, a team that so many people wanted to see what they were going to do this year. And even though I thought they would be better, because I didn't see Kyrie Irving miss the majority of the season like he did this year, but they still have become a playoff team. They clinched their playoff spot. We don't know if they're going to be seventh or eighth just yet. But it looks like they can have a good chance of, keeping a seventh spot and avoiding the Milwaukee Bucks and playing the Toronto Raptors, which would be an interesting series. Caris Levert is a guy that I put a lot of pressure on coming into these seeding games just because no Dinwiddie, no Kyrie. Then you lose Michael Beasley, Jamal Crawford gets injured, and there's only really you and Joe Harris and Jared Allen out there that's going to probably be main parts of this team moving forward if they're not traded or if Joe Harris goes somewhere else in free agency. I had to see how are they going to win games. I did pick the Nets in the beginning of the season to make the playoffs, and even when the league got suspended, I still had them making the playoffs over the Wizards. I didn't feel like they was going to lose their spot, and they have proven me right so far. But we all thought it would be interesting and intriguing to see Caris LeVert in that playmaking, scoring, high volume, high usage role just because we wanted to see can he create his own shot, can he create for others, and can he score on and off the ball because that's what he's going to need to do from time to time when he plays with Kyrie and Kevin Durant if they don't trade him for a guy like Bradley Beal or rumored Devin Booker, what some people joked about. Those two guys are guys that can knock down the three, get to the paint, mid-range, score in the paint, get to the free throw line, and play make. Caris LeVert is 25 years old. He's a guy that has shown flashes of it, but every time he shows flashes, he always get hit with another injury, which is unfortunate, but he has always bounced back and had a positive attitude about it and went out there and went back to, playing this game. And right now, he's not playing spectacular. The efficiency is a little low. I don't really look at that as a concern because he's going to get a lot of easy opportunities playing with KD and Kyrie because they cause so much chaos and attention that he's going to get the backdoor cuts, he's going to get the spot up threes, he's going to get the transition, which is going to balance out his efficiency because he's going to take some bad shots, he's going to take some open shots, and he's going to get out in transition because of their rebounding and their ability to run the break real well as guards and forwards. He's going to get those easy opportunities that can give him some boost and some, high percentage shots that should overall make his field goal percentage a little better. But when I look at when I look at Caris LeVert, I am impressed what I have seen from him. Defense hasn't been great, especially because I think that's something that they do need better individual, not team, but individual defenders, especially on the perimeter because Kyrie's not known for that, Joe Harris not known for that, Caris is not known for that, Dinwiddie is not known for that, and we don't know what Kevin Durant is going to be because he tore Achilles. He ruptured his Achilles, which takes a lot of your mobility, your lateral quickness, and your second jump explosion away. Even though Kevin Durant is still long and lanky and can cover a lot of space, just because of that, he's going to be late and he's going to be a little slower. And that's all you really need for a team to exploit that and get a layup or a foul because you're late in general. So Caris LeVert has been, a little better than I thought. I thought with the lack of talent, he won't have enough around him to make a serious impact. But he has went out there and held his head up high and went out there and did the best he could to go out there and compete and play with the team that they have now. And a lot of people didn't think they was going to win really that many games, and they have won a couple. And I know they have been helped in some of these games, but beating teams like Washington and Sacramento and possibly the Clippers the way they're shooting right now, that's better than what you expect from a team that people don't even look at as an NBA caliber team outside of 3 to 4 players. And even though that could be true, Caris LeVert really had to find a way to navigate through the paint, find when to pass, when to score, find when to be aggressive, find when to take over, and also find when to close. And what I mean by that is finding your spots and getting to your shots and trying to knock those shots down to the best of your ability, as you are the guy that's going to be asked to do these things majority of the time in the fourth quarter because you are their best perimeter creator and player at this point. And when you look at his numbers, he got 22 against the Sacramento Kings, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. He got locked up in foul trouble against Boston, 13 points, 1 assist, 5 on 42% shooting. He comes back against the Wizards, which is a bad, probably the worst defensive team in NBA history or close to it. He gets his 34, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and then he ended up having a dud game in little aspects against the Magic. So never really had the greatest games, not the most amazing games, but also I will say those are games that you want to win. Those are the games that you should win, and those games could make them the 7th seed and make them skip Milwaukee because they actually went out there and got their job done. And like I always like to give them credit for, no matter who played and who was injured, they still went out there and competed and gave their all, and that's why they're the 7th seed in the East. I know it's not that great because they're below 500 and they will end these seeding games below 500, but it still shows you that they never quit, never made excuses, never gave up, and continued to go out there and compete no matter who they had on their roster. And even though they had a bad season by the standards that everybody thought they'd at least be top 5, and they're not even going to finish top 6, which is unfortunate, but that is reality at this point. They still had a lot of, you have to really watch this team to see what fits, what works, and what don't work. Because as they continue to change the coaches and how they're going to play and have an identity when they get KD and Kyrie back, a lot of things is going to have to change because those are two guys that like to score isolation. Those are two guys that like to create and have the ball in their hands, and that means guys going to have to be able to be in their spots and knock down shots around them because they're not going to really need to do much because they're going to have the ball in their hands and do the majority of the scoring and creating, which means guys like Caris and Dinwiddie are going to have to be ready to take, that step, whether it's shooting off the dribble, getting to the basket, backdoor cutting, or hitting spot up threes. Those small little things can help space the floor and give KD more room to operate. It can make guys not want to double team or collapse because they know that these guys can knock down shots, especially Kyrie can knock down shots and score or put the ball on the floor at the top of the key or even in the corner. And this can really make this team more dangerous. The more you watch games, especially nowadays, you see a lot of driving and kicking, driving and collapsing the defense. And I can see Kyrie, especially, and Kevin Durant doing that a lot on his team. But can the guys like Dinwiddie, can guys like Caris Levert knock down those shots and make the defense be punished for making those gambles and rotating like that by either creating for themselves or for others consistently throughout the whole season? And if they do, they're going to be a tough team to defend and they're going to be a tough team to guard just because Kyrie and Kevin Durant can make tough shots and score basically on anybody, making them virtually unstoppable if you have the right pieces around them, and that will help their chances of being a legitimate title contender coming next season when they're going to have to probably go against teams like the Bucks and the Raptors, who have had general managers that's not afraid to take gambles and risks and willing to do a lot just to put themselves in a chance, a seat to win a championship. And I have yet to really see the Nets do that just yet, but they haven't had a big free agency since. A lot of the moves that they make is going to be important going into next season as they try to shape and mold their team around their two all-star and franchise players and try to get the best out of them while they try to get the best out of their teammates. And, one hand washes another. And next thing you know, this team can be a fully loaded, dangerous team. I like a lot of their role players off the bench. I like the length that they can have. I like that they have, multiple size. But if they really want to take a level to that elite step, I think Karis going to have to take a bigger leap, or they're just going to have to move on from him and try to get another all-star, plug them in, see what you have throughout the season. Once trade deadline comes around, make a couple minor moves to increase your chances of winning the title, and then try to go all in and hope everybody can stay healthy, everybody can play off each other, and everybody knows their roles going into the playoffs, and basically just, help everybody can stay healthy and play at their highest level and try to win the title. They have two guys that have made big shots in championship games and have took over games, have willed teams to games, has closed games time and time again. So I don't question that. I just question their coaching staff because we don't know who's going to be their coach next year. And I just question the role players around them, especially as starters, how they fit and how they play off each other as a team. And that's going to really, change throughout the year depending on who they feel comfortable with, who they confident with, and who they can trust. And most of the time, you want the last two the most. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Caris Levert can be that third option? Do you think it's going to be Dinwiddie? Do you think it's Jared Allen? Do you think it will be DeAndre Jordan? Or do you think it will be a Devin Booker, Bradley Beal type of guy that can pass, that can shoot, that can score and take over a game and be that guy that can get you 18 to 20 plus points each and every night while you still do have Kyrie and Kevin Durant healthy? And a lot of teams do need that third guy that can, do those small little things while also being a guy that can go off and make a huge impact, and a guy that can really be an X factor, because if you sleep on him or don't pay attention to the guy, he can hurt you just as well as the other two stars on this team. And we already know Kyrie has had major injuries throughout his career, forcing him to miss major amount of time. So having that third star can also allow him to raise his game back to another level and help KD if he can stay healthy. Or even if KD goes down to Kyrie, you can have that other guy that can get you that 25 to 30 if he needs to do that. If somebody gets injured or missing time, he can raise his play back to an all-star level, and he can help this team reach a level that they normally couldn't hit without having that third option available. Other than that, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Like this video. If you haven't liked the video, please like. If you did, thank you for the love and the support. Also, share this video. The like and the share helps me reach more people. The more people I can reach, the more people I can grow and become part of the family and become and see something different from my channel. Also, if you're new to the channel, I don't see why you wouldn't like and subscribe. And if you have or you interested, I got over 1,000 videos for you guys to watch. So check that out, and hopefully you can find something you like. And if you like this and you like those, why not subscribe and become part of the family? Other than that, I have merchandise. My Spreadshirt and my Facebook page can be contacted if you want to buy any merchandise. Thanks for the love and the support for everybody that have done that. Also, I make discussions, top 10 videos, season previews, playoff predictions, NBA trade deadline, free agency, summer league analysis, breakdowns of players, legends, and rookies, and also summer league analysis. So anything you need for basketball, I got you covered. And it all is for free, as I do it for free on my Facebook and on my website, but also on YouTube, which you can watch all the videos. So thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. I'm going to be back tomorrow as I try to make a video each and every day to give y'all something to eat so y'all can be full for the day. So if you love that type of content, you love that type of personality, you love that type of hunger in me, I love making these videos. You guys love watching. That's why I continue to go. And hopefully, guys, enjoyed y'all weekend. Let's get it for the next day. And enjoy y'all rest of y'all day. And I'll be back tomorrow.